Hello and welcome to Hops and Bros. This week,
we're reviewing our own beer, so replacing Craft Beer 101 by teaching you how we managed to end up with this beer in our cans. In those cans.
For an open window on a craft beer world, Max and Chris from Ups and Brew. Ups and Brew. Welcome to Ups and Brews.
I love how we have that little, was it the Brady Bunch? They had the squares. And then the end of the beginning of the show was just them standing around smiling, and then other 80s shows they would push each other around.
The bubbles
I had that vision of us just we were just smiling and waiting for the next cue for us to come in.
I should put that in the B-roll.
You know, the Brady Bunch intro.
Just like the same B-roll intro, but just us and Bubbles kind of swirling around over it.
Yeah,
with an 80s version of the intro. That would be amazing. That would be crazy. Oh shit, we have an idea.
Crazy. Yeah.
So if there's any musicians out there that want to do an 80s version of the intro of Hops and Bros, get in touch with us because we already.
Honestly, any musicians who want to do an intro for us, who want to take the lyrics and the chords and do your own version of it, go for it, man.
Yeah.
If you need help, send us an email. We'll send you the chords and everything you need to know. It'd be awesome to have a bunch of these different versions for different intros.
Yeah.
Or plug them elsewhere, right? If you want to do a full 2-minute version of it, fucking go for it, man.
Yeah, there's already a video with all the chords and all the lyrics. You can find it. I'll link it right here.
Yeah, it goes as well for visuals and stuff like that. If you draw and you want to do something, we might be able to use it somewhere. David Buis has done a lot of stuff for us that we love, and we try to plug him as much as we can. So send us some stuff. We'll
go follow David. Go follow David Buis. Name right here. This is one of his
definitely.
drawings.
I love his stuff.
This is one of his stuff.
My cell phone, that's actually Chris right now, is one of his images. I just love it, He's got great talent. Yeah.
I thought one of, your background is actually me that David Buis drawn. I'm like, this is a little bit weird.
No. It's not you. It's one that he did. It's the experimental hop. So he had a hop inside of a suit. The hop's in suspension, he's got cables on it, and he's controlling the mech suit. I thought it was really cool, really neat. Yeah, for experimental hops. Yeah, creative people, man.
Where were we? Yes, we're talking about the Hops and Bros Harvest Ale.
Yeah, well, before we talk about the Hops and Bros, pretty sick right now. Flavors are not super great. We had the Project Brew at school last weekend. So I'll just shameless plug the Project Brew. Every semester, the group of brewers organize their own festival where they brew all the beers, and the winner gets a cash prize and bragging rights, basically. So that festival was last Friday, and had a chance to try a bunch of different beers from our friends from the fourth semester. It was awesome. It's a great event. I will be hosting that event, not next semester after, so I believe ours ends up in August. Can't wait to be able to do this. We'll give you more news if you want to stop in, try a bunch of beers if you're in the Niagara-on-the-Lake or St. Catharines area. It's one of the biggest festivals, one of the greatest festivals to try a bunch of cool brews, because we get to be really creative in those events. Anyway, so that's why I'm a little sick right now. Just right after we got a big hangover, and now I'm just, the cold I was suppressing is now here. So Chris, what are the flavors of this beer?
Glad you are with us, Max. Glad you are with us. So if you haven't watched it yet, we already talked about Harvest Ale in our first release of the Hops and Bros. The first one we did with the bottles. We explained the whole style. So if you don't know what's an Harvest Ale, then go jump into this video. But also, we got a little bit of a reflection behind it, because brewing an Harvest Ale doesn't mean that you need to brew it. I think we probably talked already about that in the first video, but do you still think, Max and people viewing right now, that an Harvest Ale should be brewed with local ingredients from the area, 100% fresh, or just straight up, kind of like a mix-up between pale ale that's a little bit hoppy? I think that's
I
kind of
think
like where it stays.
Yeah, kind of. But I mean, like most harvest considered ales in the BGCP, anyways, would mostly be considered as seasonal, so autumn seasonal or winter seasonal. Where like pumpkin spice beers kind of fall in there, or if you use turnips or whatever ingredient you want to use from a fresh harvest in your beer, they kind of fall in those. Also, the spices you would use kind of will dictate if it's a autumn seasonal or winter seasonal, or a harvest beer. In popular kind of vision, harvest beers are usually brewed with harvested stuff and things, like your whole malt profile might be freshly harvested, your hops are going to be freshly harvested, even your yeast might be, taken from a flower that grows in your yard. So yeah, there's different definitions of what a harvest should be. I believe this still falls in the category, considering that it's brewed with fresh hops and grown with love.
Oh, so much love. A lot of love. A whole lot of love. Great song. By U2, right? That's U2?
I actually have no idea.
I
was thinking about a whole lot of Rosie from AC/DC.
No.
Which is
not
love.
From Led Zeppelin. It's actually
it's
a
Led
joke.
Zeppelin. It's not U2,
I tried a joke, but it didn't work.
You
Thanks.
did. Wow.
I feel bad now. That's a really bad joke.
I don't know if it's the fact that we're about an hour away from each other, more than that, 5 hours, or because I'm sick. I don't know, one or the other. Anyways, Chris, what do you think of the beer?
First off, the can. Putting this beer in a can was probably one of the greatest things that could happen, I guess, because it really traps inside this great beer. Keeps it fresh also, because the bottles, like the bottling machine at Tuc de Bout was kind of like a DIY thing.
They weren't set up for bottling, right?
No.
So it was what, Blitman guns, I guess? Or
No,
was it directly from the
like
tap?
a DIY thing built in. Not straight from the tap.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it was doing
so
it properly.
Yeah. But being in cans, you're right. The freshness is kind of assured for a lot longer than our bottles. Also, I guess our hop profile is a little different than last year's.
Oh, yeah.
For the best, if you ask me. Like, as soon as I had it the first time, very lemon, pineapple, like very, very tropical, with some nice kind of grapefruit and other citrus fruits in the background, even some lime at some point. So it was really impressive on the aromatic side, and the bitterness is just perfectly balanced with the sweetness of this beer as well. What's your take on it?
Seriously, I had the same impressions as the first sips I got was citrus all the way, like fresh lemon, not like the cooked lemon, kind of like a nice fresh citrus punch to it. A little blend
like a lemon
with
zest.
Yeah, like very zesty. The first sip, I was like, damn, that's really dank, like a really dank flavor on it. I don't know, like it just felt like really dry, but as more sips were coming in, I felt a lot more of the sweetness showing up, and now it's been a month since we did the beer. A lot of people already tried it, and a lot of people are kind of like getting boxes sent. I know I have like two boxes sitting right there. I need to send. No worries, it's coming
I've
up.
got like a couple 2-packs I wanted to bring to people. I haven't had a chance at all.
We're just
now.
way too much busy, but we're getting there.
Oh yeah, my
getting
buddy at work has been harassing me to get some, and I just haven't had a chance to actually bring some in. But yeah, like a lot of people were asking about it, which is really nice.
So seriously, it poured with a nice like copper tone to it, a little bit of reddish tint, which we from the malt profiles that we used. But really, after a month, it kind of like smoothed down the fresh hop aromas and blends it very well with kind of like a toffee background with the malt flavors. I get a little bit of biscuit in the end, which is just nice, not too sweet. But one thing I have to say, and it's something that I heard from a lot of people that tried it, it really like smashes your face. I don't know why. Like I feel that it's maybe higher in
There's
alcohol.
a lot of hops.
Yeah.
No, I think there's a lot of hops, man. And a lot. Alcohol is what, 5.6 or something? Like it's not It's not that high in alcohol, but with the bitterness that kind of lingers in the back of your mouth, it's very full. The body is quite full and quite nice, and it lingers, man. Like that flavor stays in for like a couple seconds, almost a couple minutes after you've had a sip, which is awesome.
It's wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I think you guys should really, if you can grab a can or two, if you want to buy some for your friends. I think there's still a few
Is there
cases
some left at the brewery?
I think so. 2 weeks
I guess
ago, we had 30 cases. They had 30 cases left.
Perfect. By the way, I don't know if we mentioned this, Suc de Brew, which is an awesome collaborator. Well, I guess we collaborated with them for this beer. Love those folks. Nick is awesome. It's a family-owned business in a small town. They do great beer. Great place to hang out. Love Suc de Brew, and I can't wait to see more of their stuff out there.
Oh yeah,
such as this beer over here, and hopefully more. Hopefully
we'll be
every
back.
year.
We'll be back. Well, yeah. That's gonna be the question this week. What do you want to see in Hops and Bros V3? Like, obviously, we'll get more hops, but would you like to see something like different that we can maybe make it happen on it? Or we keep it that way because it's just such a unique beer now?
I'm not gonna lie, I've already got a couple ideas, so we'll see if people have the same kind of inclination that I have.
All right.
As a brewer, your mind is always kind of thinking of, like, this is awesome. How can we bring it to the next level kind of deal, especially that beer tends to change every couple years. Like the palate of people in general evolves. You can't have a stagnant product anymore. You kind of have to adapt your portfolio to the trends while still supporting the people who supported you. But if you have a beer like Sierra Nevada, the first time they did it versus right now, I'm sure you would not recognize them. You would not say that it's the same beer.
Pretty sure,
it's
but
crazy sometimes.
They kept the same methods. Like, they kept the whole cone hop usage. They're still using it, which is...
Is it them that had the shake table and they would add hops?
No,
that's...
Dogfish.
Dogfish. Yeah.
Crazy.
Which I'm not sure if they still do. I'm not sure if they still do that technique.
No, they haven't, like a system that someone, like, it's all automatic, but it pushes the hops
automatic. Okay,
automatically through like a kind of like a gun thing with I guess CO2. It's just like pew, 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 pew. It's crazy. All right,
that's awesome. Well, again, we're very happy to have the opportunity to brew this beer, or to have brewed and to someday brew again. And we always love to know what you think about this product. And Chris, anything else to say?
Not much. And thanks a lot for all the love you guys have been giving us over the year. Literally, we grew from a little 500 subscribers channel to now close to 1.5 or 1.4 today.
Close to, yeah.
But literally 1,000 more people showed up at our bar.
And that's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Can't be more pleased with that. So thanks a lot for all that. I think I'll cry. I have 1 minute left on my camera, Max, so you can close it.
That's what I figured. Cheers, and thanks for stopping in. We'll see you guys next week, or Thursday, I should say. And leave a like, subscribe, share. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're the best. Cheers.
Cheers.